Hello, Firefly Anime here, and for this video we're going to be taking a look at the 1/8 scale figure of Holo from the series Spice and Wolf, and this figure is produced by Kotobukiya. Starting off as always with the box, we have a nice slim box, which is nice for storage purposes, and because she isn't a particularly large figure. This is the front of the box. As you can see, it has a nice picture of the figure and a sort of starry night sky background with some grass. And inside of the box there is a blue to white kind of gradient in the background with, I don't know if those are supposed to be stars or not, and some wheatgrass at the bottom. Looking at the side, we have a nice great big viewing window to look at the figure with some more of the sky theme throughout, and the grass theme at the bottom. And there is Spice and Wolf and Holo, and a little paragraph or sentence at the bottom, presumably about Holo or the series, but unfortunately I don't read Japanese, so I don't know. I wish I was like Mitsuna, because she understands this stuff on the boxes, and that's really cool because you can appreciate the figure a lot more, but alas, it'll go unknown for me. Looking at the back, I really love the artwork on the back. The big picture of the figure and just the background is just very nicely done on this, and it looks really, really cool. And looking at the side, some more of the same as on the other side with a nice big viewing window. And at the top, just some more of the same. And the bottom just has the usual warnings and stuff that they put on figure boxes. Alright, take a look at the figure. Very quickly, here is the Holo figure herself. She is quite petite, so the figure is not that big. And I will just spin her around very quickly before we get on to the details. She was very well packaged with lots of plastic in between the parts. I will say she can technically come in different pieces. Her top half and her bottom half separate. And the skirt does come off, so I guess if you really wanted to, you can display her in her panties, but they really aren't so much panties, as you can kind of see from like kind of the peasant style, older style of dress. They're more of a pair of, I guess, bloomers. But yeah, I'm not going to show those because she was a bit of a pain to put together for reasons that I'll get into in a second. But alright, let's take a closer look at her. Taking a quick look at the base, she just comes with a simple brown round disc, and as you can see, she has like this faux grass kind of glued on top, which I thought was a nice touch because it goes nicely with the character in the series setting. And both of her feet plug into the base, and they were a little bit difficult to get into, but not too bad. I like the sculpt of her legs and her shoes and the little anklet that she has around her. The details of Hallows Dress is quite simple but cute. Not one of my favorite outfits from the series, but it looks good on her and in this pose, so I'm not complaining. As you can see, it's sort of a lighter and darker olive green style peasant dress with a big sash around the middle and darker trim at the bottom. And she has like a bead at the end of the sash. And of course, because Holo is the wise wolf, she still has her little wolf tail in her, well, not so little, in her human form, which is very cute and nicely done. Unfortunately, one of the big flaws with this figure, as you can see, is the big gap in the middle. As I said before, she does separate to remove the plastic and pieces in that from the packaging, and her skirt does come off, but unfortunately, no matter how hard we try to push this figure together, this is the best we can do, and there's still a big gap showing. I knew this was an issue from reading reviews about this figure in general. I don't know if it was an issue with the original version back in 2008, but it seems to be the case for this newer version, unfortunately. I don't know if it can be fixed. We felt like if we kept trying to push on her anymore, we might break something and ruin the figure, so I don't really want to mess with it too much, so we will be displaying her from this angle for the most part, and that'll be just fine because you won't see it, or won't notice the gap as much. I do like the detail of her little pouch necklace, and for those of you who aren't familiar with the series, Holo is a harvest crop goddess of sorts, so she carries around some wheat in this pouch so she can transform back into her full wolf form if needed. So it's just the detail on this is nice, and I don't know if you can see, but the string around her neck is actually a piece of string, which is really cute. I do think Kotobukiya did a nice job with the expression on her face in capturing her personality. She has that kind of gentle playfulness that she has throughout the series. It's very cutely done, and I do like the general sculpt of the hair, but I will say there is some sloppiness here and there with some sort of clumps and weird spots. But overall, I do like the shading and the coloring of the hair, and just the way it flows about her and how it goes with the pose is very nicely done. And of course her little wolf ears, which are just absolutely adorable. Overall, this is a very, very cute figure, and I think captures Holo's personality perfectly with the sort of playfulness she has about her, even though she is a very ancient, wise old wolf. But yeah, I do recommend picking up this figure if you can look past the couple flaws that, you know, she comes with. I do think she is worth adding to your collection if you are a Holo or Spice and Wolf fan. So, alright, that's it. Thanks for watching.